You wouldn't forget shooting 3 people, which you wouldn't forget that, right?
Hell no.
We have actual video. So either you forgot or you're lying to me. Which one is it?
Mind you, we had cameras everywhere. Boom, 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 in the house, running. That's a fact.
Look like you want to cry right now. You okay?
This is 18-year-old Devon Robinson. Devon was the last person these cameras ever recorded as he met up with these 3 young strangers going out for a night of partying at their home before all 3 met a tragic fate.
3 people died. That's not funny.
What's funny is you sitting here trying to accuse me of something I didn't really do. That's what's funny.
Because inside their home, Devon would subject them to a horrific shooting, but as multiple survivors of his crimes pour out, detectives will discover exactly why, how, and what Devon really did.
My friends were sitting in a chair, gunshots were fired.
I think I got it, so it's like he's keeping me cared for.
You protecting somebody else or you protecting yourself? You just not some cold-blooded killer. We know exactly what you did. You understand that, young man?
In Detroit, Michigan, on May 25, 2019, a group of partygoers were getting intoxicated and enjoying one another's company at a home on Devonshire Road. 4 of them, Armand Matthews, Paris Cameron, Timothy Blanchard, and Alante Davis, would visit a gas station to purchase alcohol, and that's when Paris, a transgender woman, invited an 18-year-old to the party for drinking, dancing, and intimacy. Hours later, as it was early in the morning, the homeowner, Lance Adterbury, gave Armand and his ex-partner Brendan Suttles a lift home. That left at least 4 people in the home. Suddenly, just before 5 a.m., a masked gunman entered and opened fire. Discharging approximately 20 rounds, the shooter killed Paris, Timothy, and Alante before fleeing the scene. Clifton Keys was one of the survivors who was fortunate enough to hide when the shooting took place. Shortly afterwards, he called the police and informed them of what just happened, all while attempting to save one of his friends' lives. The authorities have a lengthy list of persons of interest to speak to in order to figure out who the culprit was. Since Armand was one such person who was away when the shooting occurred, he is interviewed by detectives. They need to figure out if this was a stroke of luck on his part, or if this was all planned in advance.
But just take me through everything, from whenever you got there until when we showed up. Okay, I get there, everyone's chilling, waiting to wake up to drink and get high, of course. Well, not of course, but we waited on folks to pull up. By the time they got there, it was a little music going on, and literally, my friends were sitting in a chair, gunshots were fired. I'm sorry, after that, Paris' cousins, they came, a light-skinned guy, one another friends, Paris' friends came, short, light-skinned with braids. They just did it. Just did what? Okay. I don't mean to say it like that. No, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. That's what happened. Shit. Waited. I got an altercation with the boy Brendan. It wasn't, a big deal. We just had some words. I don't really like you that much. One of those conversations. He left. Lance took him home. Literally a minute or 30 seconds before I called the cops, which is around, I say 4:56, 4:57. That's when gunshots were fired, and I heard about 10 shots, I believe. But I wasn't really paying attention because I was just trying to run. I had Miami. I was trying to pull Miami with me because we both went in the same direction. And Timothy, I tried to pull Timothy with me because we both went in the same direction. And that's when I noticed blood. I tried to hold the pressure till cops got there.
During the party, a group of the people in the home went upstairs to engage in intimate acts with one another. Things allegedly got a bit awkward when Brendan brought up his relationship with Lance, and eventually, Armand here was given a lift home. When they returned, they saw numerous police officers outside and realized something terrible had happened. Despite their absence from the scene of the crime, there is insufficient evidence to pin either down as the culprit. During the interview, Armand reveals that he, Paris, Alante, and Timothy visited the gas station at around 2:40 a.m., hours before the shooting.
Now, to go back, the first time you guys go to this gas station, just to kind of go over some stuff. You guys go to this gas station, you meet this one guy that you've never seen him before.
I've definitely seen that guy before.
Can you describe him to us?
He's about 5'8", 5'7", stocky, a little more stockier than me. Cornrows, light-skinned. In between you guys' complexion, a little under your complexion, a little bit. He's a bright brother.
Now, what was he wearing?
all gray. He had gray shorts, gray hoodie. Lance's best friend was there. I don't know that guy either. Two of his friends. One name was Davion or some shit like that, and the other guy was a big fella. Whoever Lance's best friend, owner of the house, whoever his best friend is, was there. He left early, so he left before him and Skinny, one of the other guys that was known. Actually, he left later than his friend. There was another guy who left after the cousins left. A little right, like damn near right after they left.
Armand goes on to talk about the unidentified guest and how he, too, took part in the intimate activities and eventually left before the shooting happened. This mystery man is yet another potential suspect that the police will need to look into further to see if he may be connected to the shooting as well. However, as the conversation turns towards when Brendan left the home and the shooter later entered, the detectives pick up on something wrong with Armand's telling of events. Before that, if you love watching officers solve crimes exactly like this one, subscribe. It's literally all we do here.
When does Lance come back?
Lance never came back.
But you said Lance is at the house when it all happened.
No, not with the gunshots happened. He took Brendan home at the end of November.
I literally just asked you who was at the house when it happened. The first person you named was Lance.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I'm trying to figure out how Lance drove a Cadillac.
No, he wasn't. I'm
trying to figure out how Lance drove a car with Brennan in it. And then when the shooting happened, Lance is magically in the house.
Because I misinterpreted what you were asking. Who was in the house when we were talking about the shooting, right? Correct. What the heck is his name? Miami, Timothy, Alante, and Paris, and Clifton. Those 5 of us. Plus 6, the gentleman who came in the house.
Well, what makes you think a gentleman came in the house?
I heard the door, and he came all the way in to the point where we were in the back of the house running downstairs.
Okay, so did you hear the
and
shot?
There's no bullets in the window. So, like, that's the case. If you were saying maybe he would have just shot at the house.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just asking.
He definitely came in.
No.
I didn't see him, but I could hear.
Could he have been inside the house already?
Now that I don't know. No, not at the house we were in. Because I heard the screen door open. Now, in the house, probably, yes, he probably was in the house or something. But, shit, he wasn't in there when he was in there. Unless somebody left and Steve, which I won't know.
The detectives realize certain details are not adding up with Armand's telling of events, and decide to make their suspicions known. Is he misremembering details, or might he be attempting to deceive them?
I'm just kind of now going over everything that you tell me. And I'll tell it to you truthfully, okay? Your story's not adding up.
I'm sorry. That is my 100% truth.
I'm looking at everything from listening to what Clifton has to say,
to watching
video of everything. It's not adding up.
Like what?
Like anything that you're telling me right now.
Like what? What is not adding up? What?
Just what you told us.
I mean, that's literally what I know. Y'all, I was drunk. I really don't know.
Maybe you were.
Maybe I told y'all it's true.
Maybe you were fucked up and everything was maybe a little bit blurry. Maybe you made some poor decisions. I don't know. And maybe there was reasons for it. I don't know that either. I just know one thing, is that people make decisions sometimes that are not right, they're not wrong, but they happen. Whatever that might be. And maybe that happened tonight.
No.
But what you're telling me and what we know is 2 different things. And all I'm asking for you to do is just be honest.
Okay.
So tell me.
What do you want to know?
Tell me what happened.
I literally told you what happened. A guy walked in, opened fire. 30 minutes before Clifton, Brendan and Lance left. And he came in, I don't know what the heck you guys look like. Clifton said he'd seen his eyes. The guy came in, he opened fire. I could not really see him at all. I got up, I left after I heard the first gunshot, and I kept hearing him as I was running downstairs. So, I really don't know what more y'all want me to tell y'all.
Right now, Armand's inconsistencies in his story are not helping his case. For instance, at one point, he claims that Clifton's car was always present outside of the home, but detectives point out that it was taken to the convenience store while they purchased alcohol. Nevertheless, Armand is insistent on two details. The shooter appeared to be male, and that the person who Paris invited to the party, who was said to have a name beginning with D, may have been the suspect. The detectives do not have enough evidence to point the finger at anyone, so to get a clear understanding of what happened, the detectives turn their attention to Clifton Keys, known by his friends as Blair. His account may be just what they need to figure out who the perpetrator may be, but if he does not have what they need, then finding the culprit may prove to be more time-consuming than initially believed. The detectives question Clifton about the young man at the party. Could he have noticed anything suspicious or strange about him in particular?
So by this time, was everybody just kind of taking turns on him? And what's his light skin? What's his?
Just sit there like this.
Okay, so he's sitting on the bed.
Yeah, it's pitch black.
Okay.
It's just pitch black.
So the only time light may have came in is like when the door was open to come in with a light. You know what I mean? Like if there was light on the part of the house. Okay.
And everybody. Brenda was downstairs while everything like he was in a scenario with air.
Gotcha. Is he saying anything during this time? No, light skin. No. He's just silent.
The entire time. And I'm weird. The only thing he understood was I busted 3.
Okay.
That's the only thing I remember understanding.
Okay. Did any Vieira's tenant, Armand, did any of them make mention that he did? Like, could they tell that he gave, like, you know what I mean? Like, because I've been trying to get.
Yeah, one of them said, I don't remember exactly who, but somebody said he came, and then he said he busted my.
Okay. When Lance comes in, Lance is the last one that's on him. Okay.
During while Brendan, because Brendan came up there, he was looking for the mom.
Right.
The mom was doing.
Okay.
After that, that's when everybody, like, honestly, me, Harris, Tim, Terry, we do our little, we be so shake, just laughing because it's arguing. It's like it's found itself that, you know, Armand is saying to us that he's not interested in this boy, and he is telling, like, he's hugged up.
Right.
You know, it's private, but he's telling us things I'm interested. So, you know, it was funny to us. We're laughing, he's running around the house.
And when you say he wasn't interested in that, are we talking about light skin? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Brendan. Okay, very good. So when Lance goes in there and stuff, do you know, do you know if they did more than no?
I did hear that got a date. I hope both Lance and that boy. But I didn't hear it in church.
Okay. When Lance comes out, Lance is the last person to come out with them, right?
He was the last person.
Last person with him. So when you see him put his clothes on and stuff like that, is his demeanor still the same way?
No, you seem like you clothes.
So so do you think it changed from when he was sitting there and everything is going on?
Yeah, his mood definitely kind of changed. Like, it seems like he's so kind of like just a little, because then he's telling me like, you know, don't let me see you. No, right now, they're not something like no one's up there.
Okay.
Because I think one thing that I kind of noticed, he tried twice. The first time was he tried to like touch me the other time, and then tried to call us me or the orgy. That's what
Okay.
And I guess I don't know, I'm assuming maybe he felt a little type of way about that.
If we're talking about Lance?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as light skin, when he finishes,
he goes downstairs.
So how and in your opinion, does light skin feel Did you say that, like, and I meant to ask, when the mood changes, is that light skin's mood that we feel that changes?
Yeah. It just says, like I said, he had a very bland, because, I actually said something. I said, because, I was trying to build myself, so I was like, I'm not like them. I'm all time. I like,
right.
And that's what happens. I actually did it.
Clifton is a gay man. Much like many of the people who were present during the party, he himself felt no shame in the intimate session that took place. However, he believes that the guest appeared embarrassed afterwards. Could this be pure speculation, or did he genuinely recognize that the unnamed suspect did not feel good about what happened? Keeping this detail in mind for future discussions, the conversation turns to the shooting that took place.
As this man walking in the house, we're still sitting down, chilling.
Right, like how we are.
It's like how
right, because you can't see. Because from where you guys are sitting at, you all can't see the door.
Yeah, because the door is like all the room here.
Right.
So we just sit there and talk, and after that, we just hear guns.
Okay.
And I was on what I'm doing at that time. It was like a thought, and then it just went away after I heard the gunshots. So reaction was just to get to the number.
Gotcha. So the last thing you remember hearing was Paris and a loud voice saying, I
must say really enjoyed the board, and I just think they're kind of relieved because they just, gave my wallet. So I'm a very, very joyful.
Right.
I think at that moment I was touching both. And then right after, yes, was.
Gotcha. Okay.
And on the footage, I heard that they said that nobody actually walked the crew, which I find crazy because...
You mean on the news?
Yeah.
So let me tell you about the news.
Clifton was lucky enough to hide in the bathroom when he heard the sound of gunfire. When he stepped out, he saw gunshot holes and crimson red across one of the walls. As he continues to explain his story, the investigator picks up on some inconsistencies. At one point, he claims he never left the house, only to contradict himself by admitting he stepped outside to put his wallet in the car. In addition, though he claims that the shooter entered through the front door, based on CCTV footage collected from the surrounding area, the investigators believe that he entered through the back. Despite all of this, Clifton shares something particularly intriguing that he noticed about the gunman.
When you possibly glance at the eyes, if you remember, are the holes big enough for you to see any type of complexion?
It was a nice complexion.
Okay. When?
Like a pretty light complexion.
Okay. When the gunshots are going, do you remember seeing, you maybe see an arm extended because you remember seeing sleeves, right? Do you remember seeing hands or gloves? Like you remember seeing the color of it? Hands or gloves? Okay, no.
They saw in the time of now when you can see the fire.
Right, like the muzzle flash.
Yeah, I saw the by the flash.
Okay, that's no worries. Do you remember anything on the lower part? Any pants or shoes? Anything that may have caught your eye? Okay. And after when we were talking about the height, you're about 5'7".
He was about the same height.
He's about the same height as you. Okay. And I consider you kind of like a slimmer build. Was he about? And I know with the glance, but do you recall whether or not, you know what I mean? He was about your size or a little larger or a little smaller. And if you don't know, that's cool too. Okay. And so me and you were about the same complexion. So I would say, would you say lighter than us? Like some days people will say, like, some days I could be light skinned, some days I'm red. I'm like, well, I thought I was kind of medium.
It's brown skin, brown.
Right. Yeah, so you say lighter than us, so straight, like red bone, high yellow.
Kind of a high yellow.
Okay, or would you say
it's not
the
high
eyes?
yellow, but it's like kind of like going into that spectrum.
Do you, if you remember, from what you saw, the eyes, was that about the same complexion as the person that came over and got it and was about the same? That it was about the same complexion. Okay.
I'm not saying it was him, but
right.
The first thought that came to my mind was him.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, because I mean, like, who else could have had him?
When Clifton caught a glimpse of the suspect's exposed eyes, he noticed an unforgettable detail about him. He was black, but his complexion was notably light, much like the young man he met at the gas station. While a group of investigators survey the recordings that captured the partygoers and the young man at the gas station, as well as footage of the surrounding areas, detectives turned their attention to the homeowner, Lance. The detectives will have to be vigilant if he attempts to deceive or hold back any information in his interrogation.
So basically, you all took turns in giving the guy from the gas station. Yeah, because there was no light on upstairs. Now, did he know that when this happened, did he know that he was doing this with men? Or was he under the assumption because Paris was a transgender, that Paris was a woman, and then because it was dark upstairs, you all jumped in?
Ain't no way in hell you can mistake me for a lady.
But it was dark, though. Well, you had to fill your beard, though, right?
Got to.
Yeah.
No way you can mistake me for a lady.
Now, did he ever express, like,
some discomfort or anything?
Some discomfort or anger?
No.
He just went through with the act, and then afterwards, everything was okay.
Yeah, I think Blair walked in the room, sat on the bed. I think it had to be Blair.
So yeah, you all had conversation, like dialogue after.
And we were still upstairs.
So it's not like. So I guess what I'm getting at.
I didn't talk to him. I don't think I said 2 words to this man.
Right. So what I'm saying is, he didn't have multiple people and then run out the house.
No. Because I went downstairs before he did.
Mm-hmm.
Lance confirms the intimate encounter that took place together and believes that the young man who was involved as well did not appear bothered by it, but the detectives think there is more to the story. Considering the whole event took place in a dark room, could something have happened that made the mystery suspect feel humiliated and enraged, thereby prompting a violent response hours after he left the home? As they float the theory towards Lance, they realize that he may be holding something back from them, so they try to amp up the pressure on him in the hopes that he will reveal any potentially useful information.
What provoked him to come back? And I know you know what I'm talking about, because you talked to somebody else about what I'm talking about.
I talked to somebody else?
Mm-hmm. You had a conversation. About why this guy got so mad and came back.
Was it a possibility of why he came back?
Yeah. But you know who you talk to. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This thing is bigger than you guys, okay? So I just want you to speak 100% honest.
I found out Paris went to school with him.
Okay, see, finally. It took you a lot to say that, but you already knew that. You knew where he was going with
Yeah,
that.
but I just...
You knew they knew each other, right?
Yeah, I found that out later.
You knew they had some history, right?
I didn't know that.
Okay, well...
the school history.
Yes, but there's something else that went on, too. What else was Paris and everybody else involved in? This ain't about you, man. This is about the dead people, okay?
Are you talking about... Because I know they said Paris did, but I don't know if she did it there. I don't think she did it there.
Okay. But you know what provoked him. You know what you heard. You know what provoked
From who?
You know what you heard. Come on, I don't want to put it out there. You have to put it out there.
You actually have to put it out there because I can't, I don't know.
You know what they did to him to make him get mad and come back and do what he did. He consented to one thing, but he didn't consent to everything. And you know what I'm talking about.
What, somebody?
I mean, tell me what they told you. You don't know if it's true or not, but tell me what they told you, what pissed them off.
They didn't tell me what could have pissed them off. It was like, well, he probably thought that Paris was a real girl, and I said, there's no way you thought Paris was a girl. Like, just sounded like his Paris was like a little boy.
No way he would have thought you were a girl.
Hell no.
Right. So at some point, he would have had to know what you were doing to him, correct?
Right.
He thought Paris was a girl, then all of a sudden, you guys switched up on him. You guys didn't have that conversation?
No.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? At some point, he was upset.
He wasn't upset in that room.
When he left that room, he was upset.
I didn't pay him any attention.
It's taken a lot of pressure, but slowly and surely, Lance acknowledges that Detective's theory is possible. It could very well be that the guest did not realize that Paris was transgender, or that the guests had switched up in the room during their intimate session without his approval. Upon reviewing footage, investigators make some vital discoveries. A motion sensor camera within close proximity of the party house had picked up a figure running away from the residence after the shooting, before heading to Buckingham Avenue. Additional footage captured the figure entering a Treasure residence on that very same street. The police are able to track down the figure in question, based on footage and testimonies, and establish that the young man was 18-year-old Devon Robinson. Though he had been living with his mother, he moved out a day after the homicide. Once police seize his phone, they analyze his data, which reveal that he'd been walking to and from the crime scene before the homicide. Devon is taken to an interrogation room, where the detectives try convincing him that they understand if the young man was used and deceived, and that he retaliated afterwards. Alongside this, they slip in some exaggerations about the evidence, mentioning things like wiretaps. This two-pronged attempt to pressure him into confessing sounds effective in concept, yet will it be enough?
What happened in your conversation?
I can't hardly remember.
But what do you remember? What was Paris wearing? Or how did you know the person's name was Paris?
Because that's what he told me.
You was going to say she or he?
He.
Okay. Did you think it was a she at any point?
No.
No? Did Paris carry himself as a she?
No.
Okay. So y'all was just cool and kicking it?
Yeah.
And where did you meet Paris?
Like down the street from the gas station.
On Mac?
Mm-mm.
What?
Down the street from the gas station on Adterbury.
Adterbury.
Right.
Okay. That's the corner where your people stay, right?
Nope.
Around you. That's around the corner, next block. Yeah. How did you meet?
Pulled up on me.
Paris pulled up? Paris driving by himself?
Mm-mm. A car full of people.
Car full of people? What kind of car?
I don't know.
You know what color?
Can't remember.
What you think?
Like silver or gold.
Okay. How many people you think was? It's a car full of how many people?
Like 4 people at the...
Plus Paris or 4 with Paris?
4 people.
Okay. So what, they pulled up on you? What happened?
Me around the corner. I walked around the corner. Chilled for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I left.
You chilled for a minute around the corner, outside or inside?
Inside. I came outside a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And left.
Okay. But then when you was chilling inside, that when the happened?
Yeah.
Okay. With Paris?
Yeah.
Okay. Just Paris?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. The other people said it was multiple people. Maybe you didn't know. That's the part that we talk about with them doing things. Maybe you didn't know it was more than one person.
Mm-mm.
Where were you in the house when you and Paris did this? Where were you in the house?
I can't even remember.
You remember going up some stairs or down some stairs? Was it dark? Was it light in the room?
I can't remember. All I remember is talking about they about to leave. So I left and went home.
So some people said they about to leave.
Yeah, everybody was talking about leaving.
Okay. About what time was this? In the daytime, the evening time, night, late night, early morning?
I can't remember that. It was late at night.
It was late at night?
I don't remember the time either.
So did you pay Paris for?
No. No.
It just happened?
It just happened.
Okay. All right. And wasn't no rift with y'all or nothing?
No.
Now you got Paris, the 4 people, was Paris and 3 others, right? Or was it Paris and 4 others?
It was Paris and some other people. I can't remember.
All of them came back to the house?
Yeah.
Was there other people at the house when you and the other 4 got to the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Males, females? Males. Or anything going on in the house? People drinking, smoking?
Drinking.
Oh, yeah. Was music going or what?
No music.
Though Devon admits that he was indeed invited to the home, he claims that he knew that Paris was transgender the minute that she started flirting with him at the gas station. It may be that he was too embarrassed to admit that he did not realize at first. While the detectives could argue with the claim, they cannot risk Devon feeling pressured into asking for legal representation right now, as they may be close to getting a confession they so desperately need to close this case. Instead, they continue the conversation along. Soon enough, more eye-opening details come to light.
So the time you met Paris around the corner from the gas station to the time you got to the house,
right?
Before you went in, y'all had understanding that some gonna happen,
right?
Okay, so then you went in and it's happened,
right? And then I left.
Okay, and then while it was going on, do you remember the other 4 being around, or did y'all go to a separate part of the house?
Like, we was in our own little separate, but still walking around and stuff.
Oh, so you do remember people walking around while it was going on?
Right.
Okay. You remember closing the door? Was the door cracked or what? You got a little light coming from the hallway? Was the lights on? Was it daylight?
Can't remember. Can't remember.
You just take your clothes off? Did Paris take clothes off?
No.
No? Just pull your pants down and went on. You know, or you don't remember?
That's exactly what happened. That's the thing. Don't nobody know that.
Don't nobody know what?
Huh?
Don't nobody know.
The down low shit.
For you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't nobody know. Not even my mama.
Okay.
Not my pops. Nobody.
So, okay. So don't nobody know that you down low. So, with that being said, that's the point of what we're talking about. Now, were you threatened to be exposed?
No. That's one. I ain't mad about. It's the thing that everybody's finding out.
You don't want people to find out?
No, I'm talking about my family, like my mama, my daddy.
You don't want them to find out?
They're the only people.
That you don't want to find out? Why not?
Because I haven't told them myself.
Okay, so when Paris go down on you, is anybody else in there?
No.
Okay, are you intoxicated at this time?
I was smoking.
Okay.
I wasn't drinking no liquor.
Okay, so you just had a little more at the time.
Yeah.
Did you and Paris smoke any while you was up there?
No.
Okay, so
Paris ain't smoked with me at all.
So you was already high?
Yes. And
where'd you get high at prior to that?
That was before I came over there.
Before you came over there, so you was already high. Were you real high, just a little high, or what?
Just smoke.
Okay, so just smoke. You wasn't out of it like sleep or out your mind or passed out or anything like that?
Right.
Nobody slipped you anything like that?
Right.
Okay, so nobody drugs you or anything as far as you know?
Right.
Nobody put anything into your juice that you had, right?
Right.
Okay, so go ahead.
No, I was about to say, I ain't open it right off.
Okay. But you upstairs, you on the bed. Are you laying on the bed?
No, sitting on the bed.
Sitting on the bed. And then Paris is down on his knees. Okay. So during this act, how long did it last?
About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes. I mean, can you positively say the whole time that you was practicing or getting done on you, performed on you, that it was only Paris that was doing this?
Can you say that one more time?
Can you positively say that while Paris was performing this you for 20 minutes, you said, it was only him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Detectives begin considering a possible motive. Was Devon horrified at the thought of his parents finding out that he is a closeted homosexual, only to resort to extreme measures to keep things under wraps? At this moment in time, they probably won't be able to get him to confess this, as he continues to make claims that contradict the evidence. CCTV footage and witness statements already prove that he did not leave at 11 p.m. the night prior, so they make it explicitly clear that they know far more than he is letting on.
But you wouldn't forget shooting 3 people, would you?
Come on now.
You wouldn't forget that, right?
Hell no.
So then you must not be telling us the truth. Because we have videos of you going in the house and coming right back out shortly afterwards and going back to that house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have videos of that. Now, can you give an explanation why you don't remember that? Because you just told me you left out at 11 o'clock, and that's not true.
Right.
We have actual videos. So either you forgot or you're lying to me. Which one is it?
Nah, I ain't forgetting. I damn sure ain't lying to you. Because I did.
Well, you did, because we have you on video coming out, going back to the house. So
I didn't. How you gonna make me admit to something that
I'm not trying to make you.
That's what you just said.
No, but you got. Remember, I told you we're gonna keep it 100. Listen though, because you don't want to where your auntie and mom was at the house when you got there.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't want to get mom and auntie involved in this in a negative way, because we have video.
Got some words, huh?
You know, we'll see. We
ain't hate nothing nor nothing today.
We'll try. We get some, but we got video. No bullshit. Mind you, we were already investigating them, and then we have video from other sources of you running out of the house. You had there's what's formed on you. That video, you run out up the street, cut up the side street to your mom's house. Mind you, there's cameras everywhere. We had cameras everywhere.
Right.
It's tracked you.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. We can piece all that together.
Right.
No bullshit.
I'm listening to you.
I need you to hear me. If you're listening, no, right. So I'm just saying, I'm just memory loss or whatever the case may be. We telling you what we have. We tracked you on video, not just tracked you from a dog, which we can do that. We did that as well. Boom, 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 in the house, running. That's a fact.
Y'all telling me what y'all know, but I know for sure that I didn't do anything.
Well, why would you go out and tell somebody that you did? Why would you go tell somebody that you did? Quit. Let me tell you something. Quit laughing. That ain't funny, man. Three people died. Three people died. That's not funny.
What's funny is you sitting here trying to accuse me of something I didn't really do. That's what's funny. That's the only reason.
Well, then why are you
laughing.
telling people that you was the one that went in there and shot? How would you have all this knowledge if you didn't do all of this? So either you protecting somebody else or you protecting yourself. Which one is it?
I never told nobody I was nowhere near there because I didn't.
Not true. We heard it. Not true. And another part that's not true, where you said you didn't leave the house until like 11 a.m. Not true. We saw you. Okay? We saw you.
Despite everything presented toward Devon, he continues to deny all accusations and even laughs in their faces. His confident demeanor may be helping him save face right now, but he does not seem to realize the many contradictions that he has been caught out on, and the fact that he was caught on surveillance footage. Fearing that Devon may be ready to call it quits and ask for legal representation, the detectives decide to double down and continue pressing him in the hopes of obtaining an admission.
But you left running. It's you, Devon.
Left running from where?
Paris, the house Paris was in.
No, I was at home.
Well, it's kind of hard for you to say you was at home. That's not a fair answer because you don't know when we saw the person. You running. You don't know when. I didn't give you a time.
Right.
You're going to say you was at home, and I never gave you a time when you was running home.
Right. Like I said, when I left there, I went home. And that's it.
About what, 5:30 in the morning?
No.
What time?
Like 3:50 in the morning.
Okay. I think that's
it was
when
like 3 o'clock when I got over there.
So that gives you 50 minutes, not the original 20 minutes you said. You was in and out.
Well, I wouldn't know. I'm not a clock.
Right, but I am. I'm a clock, and I'm a recorder. I'm recording everything you're saying. So you said, that's no disrespect. I'm recording it in my mind because you said 20 minutes first. It was quick. 50 minutes not quick. You just said 50 minutes. You changed it. So that's the point. So if you just fill it out
if y'all
as it is.
If y'all go do that, I don't want to talk to y'all on my.
Do what?
Huh?
Do what?
Y'all sitting here defamating my character and everything.
No.
Afterwards, Devon would invoke his right to counsel, thereby concluding the interrogation. Nevertheless, he was arrested on numerous criminal counts, which include murder and assault with intent to commit murder. In court, witnesses at the party alleged that after Devon took part in the intimate session, 4 of the partygoers allegedly laughed at him and said, "He's gay, he's gay." The prosecutors argued that he was angered by this so much that he returned home and killed Alante Davis, Timothy Blanchard, and Paris Cameron. Devon Robinson was ultimately sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole after being convicted of 3 counts of first-degree premeditated murder. Thank you for tuning in. Nearly 85% of everyone watching isn't subscribed. Your subscription and support would mean the world to us, so we can keep bringing you more content just like this. Before you go, check out one of our craziest cases right here, or one of my newest ones right here.